Okay, so it's nighttime, but this is my only time to get a video of Vic's van. Of course, here's his battery, and you know, here's all the electrical running off of everything. Just want to show you a few things I've done to it. This is a 2001 Honda Odyssey, so they're known for their very weak automatic transmission fluid, and they do not have a serviceable filter. So first things I do to these is install a inline magnetic filter. It also has a media filter in it, but it's magnetic. Helps trap a lot of that you know, metallic particles from the clutch disc. There's Victor. He's the owner of the van, right in his little toy there. But yeah, I like to do that. And then I might as well follow up with this down here. Always put a transmission cooler on any automatic vehicle. Oh, let's see if you can see it. It's real hard to do. Okay, there we go. You can see that nice Hayden transmission cooler right there. The way I do these, of course, is I run them into the factory radiator first, and then I run them through the auxiliary transmission cooler, so that way they're cooled twice. Here's the stuff for his amplifier and his CB radio and everything. It's all fused nicely and you know, wire loomed, and also for his PA, it's all loomed nicely. This was a challenge. He wanted a Dukes of Hazzard horn in here, and I didn't have anywhere to fit it. So you can see where it is. Back on the firewall between the engine, it was a tight fit. But I got all that in there. I made a little custom bracket for him. Got the little motor for it all there. And the black and red wires there, those are jumper cable wires I used. I cut the ends off, put grommets on them. That's for his CB amplifier there. Okay, so that's pretty much it under the hood. I'll show you underneath real quick. Okay, so down here is where we mounted his PA for the sirens and of course the public address system. See if I can get it. I just made up a little bracket. I don't even know if it's visible up there or not. Let's see. You know, I can't even see the bracket I made. But it is up there. You'll have to trust me. Oh, there it is, right there along the frame rail. You can see it. Okay, with the 2 bolts in it. Now this here, I didn't do any of this. This cutting here. This was due to a blowout by the previous owner. But yeah, but as you can see, the PA it is hidden. You know, you have to look under the vehicle to see it. So that's totally hidden when you're going down the street. You know, no one can see that. Okay, so now we're inside his van. He has this Southwestern style blanket he keeps over his console, but anyway. Here's where I mounted his Galaxy 99 CB radio. It's all tricked out, high-powered radio. Low dead key running to an amplifier. I'll show you the amp in a second. But here's the CB radio here. Here's his X-Brite PA and all the sirens and everything. It has a tone I'm not going to turn on real loud. I don't want to upset the neighbors. But all of these are a different siren tone. You have this one, which is really cool. You have the horn. So those are really cool. And then these are auxiliary switches. So nothing's run to these right now, but in the future, if you know, let's say he wanted to hook up strobe lights or LED lights or backup lights or fog lights or whatever, instead of drilling in the dash, he could go right off of those, and those are good for a 20 amp circuit. There's his microphones in the front, and then, you know, he's got some noise toys in his CB. some different, noise toy in there. There's a bracket I fabbed up for him. I just welded that bracket up and bolted it right to the floor, so the whole thing stands upright. He's got a speaker on the back side of it. It's all bolted together as one unit. The CB, the PA system, and the speaker. And then under here, there's his amplifier right there. Got a little Hooker 100. I installed a fan on it for him, so it keeps it nice and cool. And that there actually does about between 160 and 180 watts. It's got 2 Motorola 455s in it, I believe, and that's a kick-ass box. It really works great. And then here on his dash, I can't honk it because we're in the neighborhood here and it's creeping up on 10 o'clock. But here's for his Dukes of Hazzard horn, and here's for his Hornblaster's 540 train horn kit. And it does sound like a real train. It's got a 5-gallon tank, 175 psi pressure, heavy-duty Viair compressor, half-inch solenoid, all the good stuff from hornblasters.com. Okay, now we're gonna go underneath the vehicle. And I've had a lot of people ask me, where are the horns at? And it was a challenge on here. You can see there's one trumpet there, and then there's another trumpet there in front, and there's the big half-inch solenoid. That's on the driver's side. I'll show you the other side in a second. Okay, we're over here on the passenger side now. Okay, let's see. It's been a while. Okay, there's the 2 trumpets on this side. Kind of close with the muffler, but they do cleared them. They've been on there for 2 or 3 years, so a couple of years. We've had no trouble with them. I had to use the pipe strapping. That's the only way I can get them to tuck on here. But these sound amazing. They sound just like a train. I did want to show you guys the 5-gallon air tank, the compressor, and all that good stuff. But that's all in the back of the van, and he's got his crazy card in there right now, so we can't show that. But that's just a little bit of what I've done to his van, and it's a lot of fun. He really likes it.
It's bad over there where it's all smooth.
All right, so this is Vic. Hold up, dude. Where you going? Here, I'm videotaping you for YouTube. So, what do you think of all the shit in your van? You like it?
Yeah, just a bunch of noise.
But it's loud, huh? Tell them about that horn.
Hell yeah, it's loud.
Tell them about the police siren. What happens when you hit it?
You pull motherfuckers over.
Tell them about that horn. What was that, Hornblasters?
Yeah.
Let's give a shout out for that PA2. That's X-Spray. All right, show them the crazy cart. All right, thanks for watching, y'all.